Good evening. I'd first like to start off by thanking each and every one of you for allowing me to be here tonight, for this is something that I've wanted to do for quite some time now. To be able to come back to the school that I graduated from, to be able to share with you what I've learned, share my experiences with you, in the hopes that it will help you on your journey is extremely important to me. To be able to give back to the school, which has provided me with so much, is also very important to me. My name is Babchuck. I graduated from the Curry Nursing class of 2015 just over a year ago, and I honestly can't describe just how quickly these past 14 months have gone by. It's amazing to me to think back at all those hours studying. It felt like a lifetime, being in the library at odd hours of the night. It seemed endless, honestly. And now to actually be doing what I worked so hard for, time seems to just kind of fly on by. To put it simply, everything that you're about to go through, the studying, the lectures, the clinicals, the exams, it's all truly worth it. Because the moment someone looks to you and tells you that you've been an amazing nurse, that you've helped them, or that you've made something painful that much more bearable, that's a feeling that you're never going to forget. Patients always ask me, where did you go to school? And I, of course, proudly answer Curry College. It's in Milton. I always get different responses. Oh yes, I've heard of that school, but I can clearly tell on the look on their faces that they're just being polite. Some just flat out say, never heard of it, or, oh, I thought you were going to say Northeastern or DC, which, to be completely honest with you, kind of always annoyed me. But I can tell you that no matter what their responses are, mine is always the same. Curry College was an amazing school. I had many extremely well-educated professors, and my clinical rotations were in some of the top hospitals in the country. And if I had to do it all over again, I wouldn't change a thing, and that's the truth. This is a very exciting time for you, entering your sophomore year. You'll start your clinical rotations, you'll start having actual patient interactions, and you'll start doing things that made you want to become a nurse in the first place. And more importantly, you'll unknowingly start the process of being molded into the type of nurse you dreamt of becoming. To this very day, I can remember my first, I can remember my first patient I ever had in clinicals. He was 90 years old, sharp as a tack, and wore, I'm not kidding, lime green high-top Converse shoes every single day. He also had a pair of Jordans, but he said, and I quote, "I only wear these on dates." Now, I don't know many 90-year-old men who still go on dates, but I can tell you right now that this guy is doing something right. Every day you're going to meet new people from different backgrounds with different stories. It'll be up to you as their nurse to empathize with them, to see where they're coming from, so that you can best advocate for them. You'll soon realize just how much they trust you. You won't be a kid in their eyes, you'll be a professional. And they will ask for your advice. Most often than not, you'll know the answer, and you'll be proud to provide that education to them. But if you don't know the answer, that's okay, because trust me, you'll never know everything. But don't lie to them. Kindly say you don't know, and you'll find out for them. They'll respect you for that, for it shows respect to them, that you will go out of your way to get the information that will benefit them. Which leads me to one point I really want to stress today. As you start your clinical rotations and eventually graduate and become RNs, please never stop asking questions. There is simply too much information for you to learn. There are colleagues I have who have been nurses for over 30 years, and to this day still face situations which they've never encountered before. Understand there are resources out there for you, such as your coworkers, clinical educators. Most likely your hospital will have a library with thousands of online materials. I'm sorry to break it to you, but even after you've left Curry, you'll never stop being a student. Just remember, asking questions is not a sign of unintelligence, but a sign of a good learner. Take pride in the fact that you know so much, but have the humbleness to understand you're not perfect. One thing that I feel that has had such a great positive impact on the type of nurse I am today is the fact that I became a CNA. Being a nursing assistant is a very demanding job. Had I not become a CNA, I would not have understood all those small things that go on behind the scenes that they take care of so that I can focus on what I need to do. I would highly recommend becoming a CNA if possible so that you can one day be able to appreciate everything that they do for you. And just so you guys are aware, not only me, but many of my friends were offered jobs as CNAs on the floors for which they completed their clinical rotations. The nurses on the floors will notice who is hardworking and who goes that extra mile. Come prepared and never be afraid to offer your help on the floor, no matter what your assignment is. Your hard work will absolutely pay off. Now, before I get pulled off stage for speaking too long, because I know I'm going over my limit, I just want to touch upon the importance of something that was very important to me while I was here, and that was athletics, and the values that were instilled upon me while playing sports here. First off, if you're afraid you won't have time to play both sports and have time for your clinical rotations, please, I assure you that there is time for this. It's very possible. I played for the men's soccer team all 4 years and had the honor of being captain my junior and senior year. With proper time management and lots of discipline, not only can you continue with athletics and succeed on the field, you can also succeed academically in the classroom. Secondly, sports have instilled in me the values of communication, teamwork, and leadership. These three things could not be more crucial in the world of nursing. You will need to communicate effectively with your coworkers. You will need to work as a team to accomplish your patient's goals. And to do all of this, to make everything work, you will need to be a leader. All of these things came from sports, for me at least. Thank you so much for allowing me to be here. Good luck these next 3 years. They will be tough, but as I said before, it's all truly worth it. Thank you.